So I have this huge problem. It's huge too. That right there, there's sparrows that had babies. You can hear them. Hang on. See? They're in there. I keep seeing the parents coming back with bugs, feeding them. Those starlings are little killers. They are. So the problem is that birds, if you didn't know this, baby birds live some time on the ground. When you see a baby bird on the ground, you don't touch it. Don't fucking touch it. Just let it go, okay? If you take that baby bird, you're gonna feed it. If you could even keep it alive, okay? If you could even keep it alive, you're gonna feed it, and it's gonna bond to you, and then what? You're gonna let it loose? It's not gonna know how to fucking function, and it's gonna die. Don't fuck with nature, seriously. Now that is a starling, so that is an invasive species. So if you did find the starling, you wouldn't really be doing anything illegal. They're not protected. Starlings aren't. There's a bunch of birds in the United States that people brought from other places, and then they've so they're not really protected. It'd be the same thing as if you found a gray parrot in Florida. It was a feral bird. See what I'm saying? It's sort of the same thing. So, and there are feral birds in Florida and in warmer places. There's freaking monk parakeets in Chicago and Brooklyn. They're in Brooklyn too. They're fucking cool. It's great seeing a green bird flying around in a city. I mean, it's really cold in Chicago. And those little green parrots can live in Chicago. But anyway, so my problem is this. When the baby birds fall down to the ground, I have dogs out here. You know, like the dogs might run back here and I might be up front. Somebody might hurt one of the baby birds. I did everything on my house so that no starlings can have babies up there. Everything's like sealed up now. At the top, I have some brown sparrows up there underneath, like some siding. They can stay there into the fall. They can have their babies, and then that's going to be done up too. But these starlings, they're good. They're going to drop down on the ground here. I'm telling you, birds, that's how they do it. They come out of the nest, they hang out on the ground, they eat some bugs, they sort of fly up. They don't like. You know, like a starling isn't going to like, a baby starling or young starling is not going to go from the nest to that and just go straight into the air. They don't do that. They don't do that. So what I'm thinking, this is what I'm thinking. So I moved the kayak, right? And I have it over here. I'm thinking if I put the kayak up there sort of leaning against the wall, it might give them some protection. What I want them to do, and I know that they can do this because every year starlings are the issue. They are. I don't want them getting munched. I don't. They can go through the fence. What I want them to do is drop down and I want to head them towards the fence. As they're going out the door, I make them sit and do all that. But at a point, it's like, hurry, hurry, go do your deal. And, you know, all I need is one of the dogs that, you know, isn't so soft-mouthed to run this way, see a baby bird, and it's going to get it. I don't want that to happen. So my other idea is this. Take some fence, you know, some of that green fence, that poly-coated fence, and take about, get the tall stuff, and take about 25 feet, attach it to my barn, like right there, and then bring it out to here, right? So I have a fence up, and then along the inside of the fence so the baby birds can't go through it, use aluminum flashing probably, Do you know what I'm saying? So that kind of corral, it's sort of like a corral for the birds to head out to the field. Hey, look, if they get munched out there in the field, you know, if a fox gets them or something, that's sucks, but that's their life, you know. The fox has to eat too. I don't want them getting hurt on my property. I don't. They're fucking birds, man. I've thought about like a starling as a pet, because you can buy like there's different kinds of starlings, right? Some of them are real brightly colored. These are very, very brightly colored. I think they're beautiful. I've thought about it, like having a starling as a pet, but I don't want to take like the wild. It's a wild animal. It is. It's wild. It was born in the wild. Do you know what I'm saying? If I want a starling, I'll buy the really ornate one. This is their life. This is where they should live, you know? So the thought of a dog doing something to a baby bird just sucks, you know? It is sort of, you know, they live around birds and they don't do anything to Remy and Solarton, but this is totally different. This is not in their pack. You know, it's not good. It's not good. I see the starling back there, actually. Oh, there he is. There. See, he's got a bug in his mouth. See him? There he goes. He went in and he just left with something. That was weird. He went in with a bug, but then he left with something that looked like white. What the fuck was that? They're smart. All birds are smart. It's no shit. I'll tell you something else that would work to make the corral. After I do the fence, just so the dogs can't get in, just use something like that. I don't even have to use flash, you know, just lay board down and then I'll take them to the fence. Springtime's beautiful. It really fucking is. It doesn't get warm until like May 15th here. That kind of sucks.